In a world where central bankers are tripping over themselves to devalue their currency, Bitcoin wins. In the world of fiat currencies, Bitcoin is the victor, Brian.
And, well, it certainly has been, up 44% this year. All right, it is that time, the final trade. Why don't we go around the table? Tim Seymour kicking it. Bruh. Bruh.
Oh my god. Traders, what's up? Welcome. Episode 879. Oh my god. 879. Wait, that can't be real, can it? Yeah, I guess so. I did a bunch of spaceship streams. How many left? 8. Episode 888. It's gonna be a wild one. You don't want to miss it. But anyway, long time no see. I did a 3.5 hour live stream earlier this morning. I don't know, around like 10 a.m. Eastern or something like that, maybe later. Either way, you know, we had stocks running to all-time highs, Amazon, Microsoft even, but, you know, big pullback. I think it had to do with, you know, profit taking, but the FTC is undergoing an investigation into the big four, you know, the MAGA. Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Apple, just for acquisitions and stuff like that. But anyway, that's probably what caused the pullback. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I did announce I got out of my Amazon position towards the end of the day. It was too nerve-wracking. You should never, you know, you got a plan, right? And you start, but like I don't do options often. And, you know, Amazon blew past my strike price. And so I was like, it kept going. So it's like, oh, when do I get out? Well, I'm just going to close at a gain, a real nice gain, and just not worry about it. I'm sure it could go up tomorrow, but I still am heavily exposed to Amazon either way. Just not leveraged like that anymore. So that's done. I can sleep well tonight and not to worry about it. Great gain. And Bitcoin today, if you didn't know, if you're just tuning in for the first time of the day and you missed the stream, you're just like yesterday, you were starting to bearishly engulf. It wasn't a very big candle. You know, the rising wedge we had, I changed it up. I mean, I think this is the best way of probably looking at it now. Okay, you just got like 2 trend lines. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? So we'll leave it like that. You're near the top of it, but you're beginning to bullishly engulf, and we got less than 1 hour until this daily candle closes, and we could get maybe some confirmation of an engulfing candle. You want the candle to be as close at close to session highs as possible. Kind of been struggling for the past, I don't know, man, 6-7 hours at this 10,234 area. I'm sure on some less significant time scale it would look like it's just bullishly consolidating, possibly getting ready to run again. Very possible. I mean, after a rejection like that happens, dude, I mean, that's like kind of, if it closes engulfing like this, that's kind of confirming to the market, oh, okay, the wave isn't over yet. Still too much demand and potentially not enough supply. Yeah, Satoshi, man. And even if I was wrong, again, I still have exposure to Amazon. It's not like I'm not going to be making money if it does keep going tomorrow. But it is at 80 something on the RSI on the daily. And again, I was just so deep in the green. I mean, just so much made on it that it's like, you know, I could wake up tomorrow and be out of my strike price on a gap down on something stupid. And that would be crazy. I could have like been like, oh man, if I'd have just sold anytime, it didn't matter. Close my position, you know, like I should have. It'd been good. So I definitely won't ever have to live with that, you know. That's what it's about, dude. So, you know, I'm just talking to Larley, and you know, he feels stronger about a 10,450 area. See, I think it was more like 10,900, 10,700, but you know, I get it. I get why he plotted this as a potential, you know, reversal area, just a resistance. You can even see where traders ran this price up to touch it before pulling back. So I get it, and I've got it signified in his honor, and really probably market participants' honor, because they very well might perceive this as resistance too. If you break that though, man, truly, if you break 10,450 or so, and then you break 10,900, I mean, I know there's a resistance here. Right up here, it's 11.2 and 11,485. Definitely be regarded as resistance, and then, you know, we'll talk after that. If you ever break that, you're going up to test 52-week highs again. We got a long way to go, man. Now look how, you know, the RSI trend still intact. You just keep making higher lows no matter what. Just barely starting to get overbought on the daily again. So on the big run, when we were hitting, you know, the mid to higher 70s, we pulled back. All of a sudden there's fuel in the rocket ship again. If Bitcoin participants perceive value and there's overwhelming amounts of demand, this could go higher, and we know it, and we've known it long before this price appreciated 50% or so because of the weekly and the monthly. It was signaling to us bullish stuff. Very, very bullish. You don't ignore the weekly and the monthly, especially when they're both saying pretty much the same thing. Okay. I think it's time to get out of Chainlink. Well, I mean, it's profit taking levels and beyond, but you know how this market is, dude. It's insane. Like, for targeting, it's just not, you know, you can do targeting like you would on a traditional market, but if the market or the macro just keeps, you know, people keep entering this market, these things could keep going, you know. So no, not much, you know, value on Link, but there was value on Link. We know that certainly. You can't say if you were a viewer here, you didn't know about this pattern. Every time we looked at Link, it was here forever, and then it reversed with Bitcoin, and it's just continuing to go on up. And from the previous high to low, the high of the harmonic to the lowest point, you're approaching the 1272 fib extension, which is $4.13. Very well could hit that. But we have recently just eclipsed $4 for the first time since early July 2019. Sovereign King, come in the chat, let's go!
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Dude, Sovereign King, thanks so much for joining the Patreon. God. Very grateful. Thank you for supporting the channel and the team. And that puts us at 174 patrons strong now, chat. We're inching up back there. We've seen 200 patrons, I think, once or twice ever. And just happy, you know, to be able to help people. You know, we do in the Patreon, there are certainly trade setups, and there's countless education. So much education. If you want to learn about harmonics right here, if you want to learn about Fibonacci or fib extensions, rising wedges, bullish divergence, bearish divergence, any of that stuff, it's all in the Patreon. If you want to learn it from me, it's there. And just little clips. And you could spend many hours and get consumed by that educational content. So, and then Discord exclusivity for posting charts, talking. I mean, Patreon chat a lot of times is now, at this current time, Patreon chat's kind of more active than general chat. It's that lit now. So anyway, thank you, Sovereign King, for joining. So Link and EOS were like blood brothers in terms of, you know, they saw the divergence appeared, and then you knew the trend was bullish, and it's like, this probably won't play out, or there's a very good chance it may play out, but barely any. If this was it, this was the follow through price action of the bearish divergence, back testing an area that was once a resistance as support, and now it's gone again to much higher prices. But you are getting to the fib extension areas. Now, if this continues to run, it'd be very easy to get major targets. All right, we're talking, whoa, this thing's really going. It's not about the harmonic anymore. It's about greater things. You go from the high point, the all-time high or whatever, you know, the high from June of last year, to the bottom where X was on the harmonic. And then there you go, $6.77, $8, and $10.26. Those are your major fib extensions. But let's break, you got to break this 52-week high first. I don't know if it's all-time highs or not, but Yeah, 1272 is confluent with the 886, so you know that's not going to be easy to break. You know, this high to low and then this high to low confluence, the meeting of two rivers. That means like you have two different fibs from different anchor points that are meeting, converging. So those are often stronger resistances. And again, that's 413 to 413 to 420.
Is that a joint?
420 in 0 cents, right? 420 is the 886. Elon will be proud. Maybe even Drink Troll. You get it? That's a great profit taking level. Could reverse there. What is crypto? So what's the other one, dude?
VeChain doing things.
It sure is. Maybe pull back a little bit. Where is it? Huge impulse candle. And at the highest high of the day, really, right now. Engulfing. Bullish engulfing after the back test. All right. Rising 3 valleys. Broke the confirmation line. Back tested a couple times. A little bit of a head fake yesterday. And with Bitcoin rising. Same with VeChain. And getting closer to targets. I mean, the entry was down here. Like after this third bottom developed, it's like, oh man, this is go time. This is the lowest risk entry for a potential trade. I mean, you get in, one would get in long before even it breaks out. Just in case it failed, you know, one could move a stop up or whatever to just get greater yields on the trade. If you're able to identify it, you can do that. So, great news. First target is almost 0.8 of a penny. Measure move of the pattern itself. Conservative is like 8.4 tenths of a penny. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Victor. Good things are coming. I was the dolphin and the whatever seagull together. Could I look at Amazon? Yeah, I've been looking at Amazon all day. Oh my God, it's been giving me high blood pressure. Kappa. The way it closed was very, very scary for me. I hated the close. The way it's just a long-legged doji with lots of selling pressure where at the 1414 fib extension. All right, indecision candle. That could very well, if things don't go right, I could wake up tomorrow and, you know, it could gap down and then a big reversal candle and I get out of my strike price. I lost all my profits. It'd be, maybe if my expiration wasn't on Friday, I'd be able to afford more time in this to see it play out. But that's why I have, you know, that's why I'm overweight on Amazon with just long positions, no leverage, just like, you know, owning multiple shares of it. So I took it off the boards. I don't know, it was around 21.57 or something. And it was like, there was only maybe 10, 15 minutes left in the day. Just hated the way it was. That's not a good candle in my, I mean, it's okay because indecision could just be, oh, you gap up tomorrow and you keep going and that's fine. I'd rather sleep well tonight, you know, and preserve or ensure that I made thousands of dollars on the trade. Again, it had to do with Amazon, Apple, Google, and Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Apple. Yeah, they're all under investigation with the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, because of this, the way they have been conducting their acquisitions. I guess the FTC wants to look further into it because it's bullcrap, I guess. You know, and guess what popped up? Amazon and their Twitch buyout. That's going to be, they're going to look into that. I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know if it was what they did, but I guess time will tell. Probably nothing, you know, probably market, opens sideways, keep going. What do the futures look like? The ES, man, still up. I mean, a little bit. Oh, dude, this is beautiful. Friggin' beautiful. All right, let's look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures right now, real quick. I know it's delayed a little bit, man, but you guys are open. And here's what's gorgeous. 1 and 2 on the bottom, and then 1 on the top. And as you can see, you're just hugging this upsloping resistance here, well contained within the parameters of it. And the 1618 fib extension for the S&P 500 E-mini futures is 3418. Again, this is only in log scale, right? You have to look at it in log to get that fib extension from the high to the low. This was a 23.6% correction from your March of 2009 lows to this high, 236. Demand was so overwhelmingly bullish, or there was just overwhelming amounts of demand, that a V-shaped recovery occurred and continued this rally up. Something, plunge protection team. Okay. So futures just kind of up, but not really, I mean, intraday yesterday, it went up to hit that top trend line and pulled back. Awesome, dude. Bitcoin 10,250, climbing just a smidge with less than 38 minutes to go until the daily close. Very important day today, because depending on how we close could indicate that the rally could continue. This wave where, again, Bitcoin's increased too much in value, 50% since December 18th, 2019. Well, I mean, Amazon doing things. People still asking about EOS and Dash, but good God, look at EOS, man. EOS is a trade setup. People should be asking about EOS, which is supposed to be some sort of Greek god or goddess or something. I don't even remember. It's not an acronym. It's just EOS. I mean, like, why would you not be asking Mr. Jacob Man about EOS? Right? You're a patron too, so. Altcoin Kang season in full effect, where this is at $5.24 and bullishly engulfing like Bitcoin on the daily, where getting much closer, very close to a target of a trade setup that was just posted, I don't know, maybe less than 2 weeks ago, inside the flag before the breakout occurred. I mean, I posted this trade setup, next day, boom, it was up 10%, like, what? And it broke out of the flag, and we've just been, we stalled a little bit, and there was that divergence, but it wasn't like panic sell, dude. It's like you got to let the trade play out. You have to. You can't, because if the trend's truly bullish, if Bitcoin's truly bullish, then this divergence wouldn't play out, and it sure as heck didn't. Invalidated and just kept going. So $6.28 really is the 100% measure move of the momentum shifting structure. I don't care what you call it. Cup with handle, rounding bottom, rounding turtle. I don't care. This is the structure. This is the size of it. And this is the breakout. It's simple. So EOS was a really bad example. You could have been like, people are still asking about XRP when Amazon's all-time highs. Yeah, that'd have been probably a better example. Yeah, King Logan, for sure. The whale deers. All up deep in this, man. There it is. XRP, please. XRP. I gotta see it, man. I'm gonna have an aneurysm if I don't. You wanna know about the worst performing S coin? Pretty much, the worst performing major S coin. You're spamming about it, right? You realize you're emotionally invested in it, right? Because of that. Like we got trade setups going on. We got things at all-time highs. We got things nearing 52-week highs. Altcoins appreciating value 300%. And you're asking about XRP. That should show exactly where your bias is. You're too involved emotionally with that crap. Everyone is. Good God. Of course, Brandon M. It's almost like every single time I analyze something, I'll say something about it won't play out if Bitcoin doesn't play out too. If Bitcoin doesn't continue on, if I say the macro, that is Bitcoin, okay? Worst performing second year in a row. Let's go. Okay, here we go. EOS in Greek mythology. She is a titaness and a goddess of the dawn. Queen amongst the Kangs. There you go, Bud Thompson. Thanks for the clarity. Look, I know how to trigger people, right? Watch. XRP, huh? Should we look at it? I don't know, man. Which one do you want? Which ticker you want, dude? I'm kidding, dude. If people are so obsessed about it, we can go. Like, whatever, dude. Hold on. Oh my god. I mean, dude. It's underperforming terribly. But you know what? There's still lots of upside potential on XRP. If it's going to follow the macro, eventually, you know, it could have a momentous breakout and it could run up to 38 cents. I mean, just because I talk crap about it because it is a terrible underperformer, and that's based on fact, not emotionalism and crybaby moonboy stuff, okay? It does underperform. It does. For the past 2+ years. Almost everything. But if it does break this supply line and doesn't upthrust and fail like a scrub at 31 cents, then it very well could see 38 cents. That's it. Great. Yeah, Wizzo. I mean, it's like, I don't even have to do it. I mean, I don't even have to trigger the XRP people. All they have to do is scan the rest of the market to see it. God, man. I have absolutely no thought on Hedera hash graph HBAR. The recent growth has nothing to do because of it has nothing to do with Hedera hash graph being worth a crap. Quantic. It has everything to do with Bitcoin appreciating value like 50%. That and then money coming into this market. That's what its growth is. Okay? HBAR isn't some gift from God that has cured cancer. No, it's just some random S coin. You put a different ticker on it's the same thing. Almost all of them have gone up 50 to 100 to 300% value. That's cool, dude, but again, doesn't make that special. Congrats, Ed Kun, man. Well, I mean, dude, that's awesome. You know, that was an awesome looking harmonic. It started that way. And it's done nothing but run up. It's very good. What's up, Renee? Good to see you. All right, let's go to Ethereum. And an engulfing candle seems almost imminent at this point, where, you know, it's gotten as high as $2 or $239, almost $240. It is breaking above where traders settled up back August 5th, 2019. Very good. And the next target really is, if you can sustain prices above this, I mean, you're about to get a confirmed breakout, I think, of that resistance. The next one really is 250. And if Bitcoin rallies to the upside more, it could very well be in the cards for Ethereum soon before it dumps. I mean, this though, dude, there is absolutely no value on Ethereum. It is super expensive right now. I don't care if it keeps going the upside. I don't care. I mean, that's the same thing I said when Bitcoin was nearing 14K at the 618. I don't care if it keeps going. It kind of did for a little bit, but never had like closes above those areas. It's like, there's just no way. You're paying premium for them. So it's about as far as I can take it. And, you know, if you ask when should I buy, it's your own fault for not being here when there were appropriate times to take longs. There certainly were. And you missed it. What's up, Nefarious? That's it. I mean, you're just looking at support resistance now, and the next one's 250 if this sustains. It's like $15 move from this one to this one. After that is 265. After that, I mean, you know, I know it's like a zone 272. It's really going to be like 336. Yeah, Mario, but not by much. You know, we prefer you know, we're now in the last 30 minutes of the day. I would prefer to see Asia Wake up and be like, holy crap, look what these American institutions did to this thing today. Let's go, dude. Let's take the ball and run with it and keep this price or this little rally going. So I would like to see strength going into this close. And we may very well see that. Who knows, dude? That's why we stick around for the close every day. You know, again, I did a 3-hour, 30-minute live stream this morning, and I'm back. Kind of tired. Kind of like really tired. I mean, you can say XRP is looking nice, but the fact remains in the past 7 weeks, it's appreciated in value 40 to 50% of the way with the macro that's done the same thing. So there's no, I mean, besides the descending broadening wedge, yeah, you could break that, but you are at the supply line. You have not broken the supply line yet, which we call the supply line because that's where sell orders are. You haven't broken it. If you do, great, but then you're going to have to worry about horizontal line resistance too, all over the place looking left. Or I'm not saying it can't break those things, it just hasn't done it yet. You know, V-Chain was a breakout, and we've been talking about it the past few days since the breakout happened, and it's like, dude, we're monitoring it. This is good, very good. It could go much higher now. And now that it's done its back tests, it's going. XRP's not there yet. Dream car? I don't know, man. I mean, like, I know someone who will hate me for it, but I've really been thinking about the Cybertruck lately. It'd be fun. It'd be so different. It'd be weird. And like, what better way could you describe me? Different and weird, right? RSI, 4-hour RSI bearish divergence. What? On what, dude? Certainly not this. That's bullish convergence. Are you talking about Bitcoin, though? I know what you're talking about. Someone brought it up earlier on Bitcoin. Yeah, dude. So it's like, yep, 1, 2, 3. That is why it's so important here that we get follow through price action. If you start pumping to the upside and make much higher highs, then you will have absolutely no divergence. Where he's probably talking about, I think he's saying it's a continuation of divergence, but you're close to it not having it at all, right? This almost looks like the daily. Oops, sorry. He said RSI. Oh yeah, RSI divergence unless it pumps, right? We don't know. We have no clue, and it's showing no form of like a top yet, right? It ran up, you know, and in 8 hours it's finished its impulse, and now it's just indecision. You have to understand, looking at candles, the way this is bullish, okay? This type of price action after an impulse is bullish. There's no other way around it. I mean, you know what? I'll start getting excerpts from the book, the David Weiss book, so we can talk about it. But it's essentially where, you know, the buyers have pushed the price up, and with this little selling pressure, that means the buyers are clearly still in control of this thing, and it's just indecision. Look, sellers tried. I mean, they got it as low as 10,209. Buyers still in control as it stands now. If you're talking about Japanese candlesticks, this is fine. I get it though. Yeah, he's like one high and then a slightly higher high with lower levels relative strength. But what if this keeps going, dude? Then what? You gonna trade that? Good luck. Good luck trading it. Speaking of trades, guess what, dude? On this pump, first target's hit of the broadening top. The entry was $9,600 on the dot. $9,600, $9,589 for jokes, making fun of the XRP peoples, triggering them, Easter egg. Okay, fine. First target hit, second target's 11K. Don't know if we'll get there, but if you're asking, should I buy now? Well, this should answer your question for real traders. They just took some profit on a trade. So that's not, I mean, if you're showing divergence, do we really care that much? Not really, dude. But again, I still think of this as bullish price action at this current time on the 4-hour on this candle. Not bearish yet. Okay, but yeah, he's just talking about this, and good for him, and for identifying it. I don't think there's anything wrong with him saying that, right? I love that. I love that. It's like devil's advocate. You know, I try to play devil's advocate with you all the time, and I love when, you know, viewers will be able to identify something and say it. and we have to look at it and talk about it, and it starts becoming centerpiece of conversation, at least for a few minutes. It's cool, dude. So shout out to... It's not going to be easy to find now. Dunyor. Abdul Ozanov. He said RSI 4-hour divergence, so I'm in chat for him. So what was it? Did we get responses on the Tesla truck? Did I get berated with hate? What's up, JSP? Spock Talk. What's up, Hightower Man? Midway. Mr. Scary said Midway. That's the way the TTS says it. Oddly enough, I don't know why. Apex funny moments. Me too, man. That's the way I feel. Congrats, though. Apex, remember, I mean, it is that you know where we are. Profit taking levels for sure on link, but of course, just keep going, man. But I mean, that's what, like, you take profit, one takes profit, and then they let some ride, and then it keeps going, and then it's like, whatever, dude, house money.
Thank you for the Amazon trade setup last week. Picked up 2 shares on February 5th. Let's see how the rest of the week plays out. Kings.
Leeward Jenkins, thanks so much for the $8.88 repeating, of course. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just like, I lit the torches of Gondor for Amazon. Right? Long before last week or 2 weeks ago. Right? This was long before they announced their record-breaking new Amazon Prime members. Long before earnings. Long before it all, man. 1730, 1750 was the entry for me on my, on my just long positions on Amazon. So, yeah, dude, that's great, though. I mean, we had a blue sky breakout, weekly confirmed candle close breakout, which I figured we would get follow the price action, took a bet on it. We certainly did. So, and I do think it can go much, much higher in time. Maybe just not tomorrow, but life. Who knows right now? It'll be interesting to see how that weekly candle closes across the market, stock market. How's my homeboy Bat doing? Spectacular. It's pulled back though. 29.34 pennies. Oh, you gotta like it though. What it's doing in the 4 hour. Look, it broke out and now it's back testing that area that should have been resistance as support. Let me see where it's at. It's on the daily, I guess. What do I have that plotted there? So I think it's already broken out, right? This was I think the neckline. I don't know about this wick. This was like scam wicks. Okay, clear resistance, I think I plotted it because like one and yeah, traders settled up here. There was a wick here. Just price action all along this area. I think until you break that for real, you're not out of the woods, but you're, again, on the 4 hour back testing it as support, as we just saw. But on the daily, it just looks like you're getting closer and closer to a confirmed breakout. I mean, again, that's conservative. This is the actual neckline of the double bottom. So I think that you've already broken it. You're overbought, but not by much, and there's absolutely no buyer exhaustion. So if you were conservative from the high to low, you got some targets, 31.8 cents. This is a position trade for me. This is not a swing trade. Position trade, meaning like I will be holding this position possibly for a couple months or more, multiple months probably, and I'll be dollar cost averaging if I get the chance. But thankfully, because I mean, what BAT is like the browser. So I've been getting like monthly BAT tips for, I don't know, over a year. So I've been accumulating that, been matching it. And so is the composite operator. He's also been accumulating his basic attention token. As you can see, the clear double bottom, but the double bottom was so special because it was a much higher low double bottom than the February 2019 area. That signifies accumulation. Composite man getting his position ready for a much higher run to the upside. And at these levels up here, that is where the Moon Boys will be screaming and pumping this price even more for us. Because I'm just considering myself part of the composite man on this. Because I'm with him, dude. We right, dude. Play his game. Play the composite man's game. And you can make money. That's how it works. Be able to identify accumulation. H part is partnered with Google. Well, I remember this back in 2017. Many of these partnerships announced. I don't care, dude. Like, give me a liquid S coin, not some random coin I've never heard of in my life. Well, there you go. Just like that, Bitcoin with 18 minutes left is nearing 10,300 in the green on the 4-hour. This is exactly what we wanted, right? We would prefer Bitcoin close near its highest high, its session highs, so that engulfing candle is more convincing of an argument. So when Asia sees it, which they probably already do now, they're like, Mother of God, engulfing candle rejecting lower prices. This isn't over yet, dude. Very good stuff. Chat, I mean, far not enough hype in the chat for what's happening right now. These are good times. These are times where maybe in 6 months, a year from now, you'll say, man, I miss February of 2020. Dang, those were good times. So cherish them while you can. Be hype in the chat while you can. Okay. Yeah, VeChain is doing things. We already looked at it. Didn't have an alert set up, so if it breaks that, then you know. I'll set up another alert here. If we start really climbing, we'll hear the beeps on these alts. Very good. Sorry, man. Kind of gassed. You know, I kind of laid it out on the field this morning. So kind of dragging. This is kind of like a night stream for me, you know, where... Tired. I missed that 10,200 Bitcoin, man. Yeah, you'll be saying stuff like that. Maybe. It maybe isn't anything like that, you know. So, but I'm telling you, dude, these are times in the market. You'll see these and you'll just be like, I can't believe BAT is at 63 cents right now in 6 months, and Bitcoin's at whatever it's at, you know. If this bull cycle, which the weekly and monthly have been signifying to us for some time now, for multiple months, what could happen? The monthly and the weekly have been setting up all these coins, including Bitcoin, for a legendary run that could yield us 52-week highs and possibly, very well, possibly all-time highs. I know it sounds crazy now. Just stick around.
Noise! Base Nectar if we break 10,400 this stream, not Kappa.
Sure, of course, Master Drummer, we can play some Base Nectar underwater. That's how I started the stream this morning on all that freaking pumpage, dude. Donior, you know, I mean, if we're looking at something from a random time, you know, March 2017, what is that? You know, the thing is...
Noise! Holler.
What's up, Troy Brown? Holla, dude. Thanks for the 3s.
Bruh.
You just gotta think like this. You're like asking, we look at this from this time. It looks like similar. Well, I mean, that was an uptrend back then, and now we're an uptrend now. Okay, but you know, in order for it to really play out the same, we'd have to have the exact same market participants, which we know. I think there are more market participants now than there were back in March 2017. There certainly are. So that means the variables change. So we can't really go on comparative analysis too much because, again, you'd have to have the exact same market participants doing the same thing to make it play out with certainty. And this is trading in the zone stuff. This is Mark Douglas. Real talk. Congratulations. What are you talking about? Pop-ups? That's what I think about pop-ups. Congratulations. Who gets those now, though? Isn't it like, what is this, 1999? Or 2004 or something? I don't know. Clive, why would I do that, man? What's the point? It might be a waste of time. What's up, Angel? Roll Tide. So we got about, less than 15 minutes now. So we're getting into end times for this daily candle that has been nothing short of magnificent and resilient. JSP says his problem is always the timing of taking maximum profit. That's why you listen to hear charting philosophy. This market's Wild West, dude. You know, we got our traditional methods of targeting, mainly Fibonacci, but when euphoria hits, when, this market is so illiquid relative to other markets that, it is so much easier to pump this thing up, especially when the composite man gets in. And then there's so much retail money. They can actually move this because it's not trillions of dollars in market cap, where retail would never have the ability to help move these assets. They can actually in this one. It's crazy. Not much, but they can. And those people come in on the tail end, right? After the pumps are, after everything's happened, after so much risk on. And I think really that's what this market is designed to do. It's designed to get people to lose interest completely, kind of like gold. And then but right at that time that no one cares anymore, composite man shows back up, starts accumulating his position quietly, and then more months go by and no one cares unless you're able to read what he's doing and get in with him. And then it pumps and pumps, you miss out. Hey, 40% in 7 weeks, boom. It's like we've been here every day, but for everyone else living their lives, not caring about charts and trading, it's like that for them. They're like, what? This has happened methodically for us, but not for many other people. So they hear 40% gains. Oh my God, that's life-changing money, maybe. Oh my God, screw this job. I want that, so it keeps going and going and going. And then the retail gets in and the composite man starts dumping on everyone's head. Distribution, but we're far from euphoria right now in crypto, I think. Far from mania, tulip crap, right? We have a long way to go, I think. Which I think we'd have to, hit at least 52-week highs and then maybe all-time highs for that to return to the market. What's up, Kevin? Coming in from San Diego. Thanks, dude. Yeah, Big. He says he missed the streams today. Well, I'm here, man. If you're out there, hi. Big. Okay, well, falling wedge, that's fine. Yeah, there's some bullish consolidation on XRP, but it's below the supply line, and that's a really small pattern on, it's on the 4-hour, but really kind of look at the wicks, dude. It's all over the place. It could be that, it might not be that, right? So whatever. I would just probably play the broadening top. But you could have played the falling wedge and been in on XRP. I mean, it's not like we didn't talk about it every single day when half the people they're watching weren't here. I mean, that with the Emperor Drink Troll, when he tipped the big one, we were looking at XRP before it lifted off. But it was there, and we had targets set up and everything. It's like, if you watch this show, dude, if there's trade set up, unofficial or not, when we're looking at it, telling you, showing you how to target it. That's good, Joe. Interesting. Florida State just scheduled games against LSU 22-23 home and home. Alabama has LSU and Georgia this decade. Yeah, we're playing Georgia next year. Be interesting. They just got #1 recruiting class. I'll see how that goes. And I can't wait till we unleash Bryce Young. Oh, man, that's going to be nice. What's up, Casper? Good stuff, dude. See how it rides. Take a look at it. Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, we got time. Bitcoin just fluctuating around between, you know, its open price. The open price on the 4-hour candle was like 10,289. So you're going between green and red. Indecision, which after a huge impulse like we saw this morning, still good. That's a good thing. Now what you want is after the indecision, you're always looking for follow-through price action from the bulls who control it right now. So now we need to see green candle on the next 4-hour candle. That's it. Johnson & Johnson had a breakout. Yeah, pulling back. All right, whatever. Yeah, there's divergence too. Look at that divergence at a 1414 fib extension from the high to low of the pattern, right? Well, these were the low risk areas. Now you're talking high risk. Even though, yes, I understand there is a breakout. Look here, listen. Look on the weekly. It's like Amazon, isn't it? Where you had 1.5 years of consolidation while the composite man accumulated more, reaccumulated. And we have a breakout now. So a 100% measure move of this structure, this ascending triangle accumulation pattern, bullish continuation, is up at 184.90. Hard to believe now, right? But just give it 6 months. If the macro stays strong. You just broke out less than a month ago. All about, again, the macro. How will the S&P 500 do? Well, as long as the Fed keeps, you know, I think there's...
Don't get too exited and sell early. Bulls on Breed. Song. Bring back the dancing parrot.
What's up, Maurice, man? Thanks for 1337. Yeah, don't get too exited and sell, which is the same thing. Right? So you just... I don't know what that is. It's like a double positive, double negative or something. Thank you, dude. I think it means don't get too excited and sell or whatever. Well, you know, if you have a trading plan, do your trading plan. Stick to the trading plan. Don't be random. Don't be... I mean, you have to have a trading plan before you hit buy. There's nothing wrong with a long-term position if we're in an uptrend. That way, if you take profit on your trades on the way up and then it corrects or whatever, and then runs again, oh, you're still exposed to the asset class. Great. But, man, I had something on the tip of my tongue I was about to say. Exit. That's so weird, dude. Man, I had this great stat I was about to throw out. Maurice, I've been derailed, man. Can anyone remember what I was saying, what I was about to say? If you start the sentence for me before the tip came in, I might be able to remember what I was about to say. Wicked clown, not an argument, dude. You literally coming in, making a blanket statement doesn't prove anything. So you could have almost just written, you like eating hot dogs, right? It's about the same thing as you saying Bitcoin's a fraud. Literally the same thing. No, Wicked Clown, you're an actual scam. You see how easy that is? Calling you a scam too? Oh my god, the marijuana's just kicking in, man. Oh no.
Is that a joint?
No, dude, it was literally just, you know, the TTS came in. It's like, train of thought went somewhere else. Okay, well, if you ask for it, dude, I'm never gonna, you know, someone's asking to be banned. Sure, dude. Absolutely. You're welcome. All right, we got turtle lovers in here. Let's go, dude. Give me a sec. All right, we got 4 minutes, 30 seconds till the daily close chat. Oh my god, it's a scam that's making us a lot of money. Wow. That happens to increase in value 50%. The volatility is while we're here. 24/7 markets while we're here.
Is that a joint?
Hey Mitch, what do you think about Square long term? Might take away market share from Visa and MasterCard if this crypto thing really established itself as a payment processor. Not financial advice, of course. Wait for a market correction?
You would want to, certainly, but you might not get it. You know, literally one of my best buddies ever texted me about Square like 2 days ago. It was like, should I buy Square now? I guess he heard something, but dude, the thing is, you know how we are. We had our entries down here, like the high 50s, early 60s. Legit, that's like the entry for us. Value areas down here. Up here, high risk. But with that being said, yeah, one would probably want to wait for a pullback if we get one. If not, oh well, you know, oh freaking well. But I'll show you why it might have upside potential in the future if the macros stay strong, of course. This is why. Okay, none of my work saved. Nice, go figure. I'll show you in a sec, all right? Just give me a moment to recalibrate. We got to get to Bitcoin again because local needs is coming up. Good momentum. This is why there's upside potential on Square, but where you are is extremely high risk. IMO, because look where we are. You're near the supply line, so that is a high risk area. That's where you could break down. Look, it's very tough to have a stupid run like this, which was a trade for us and probably many other people too, looking at it the same way we are. And so we're in just profit-taking level areas on the trade, where one was the measured move of the inverse head and shoulders, and one was the gap fill that we certainly got up to like 81 bucks. So that's why a pullback would be great if we could show some bullish consolidation or something, a flag, a wedge, anything to where we just eventually get a higher low, and then we could run again and eventually break this sell wall, right? Grade the sell wall. Well, you know, of course, there's a gap fill even on the weekly at 94.30. So if you break that, you could go up to that real fast because there's no resistance. But again, high risk. I don't care who you are. Just like Bitcoin, it's appreciated value. Look, Square is appreciated in value since October. It went up 47%. What do you think? I mean, this isn't crypto either. This is stocks, so they are a lot more prone to respecting TA and pulling back after increasing 50% value. All right, here, much more mature market, way more liquidity. So long term, if you can break that 82.64, hey, you might do things. Until then, man, it's kind of high risk because, you know, traders. All right. Bitcoin Connect. Your local on the 8th. Oh my God, man.
Bruh.
I was in my spaceship literally last night, Renee. Yeah, on Twitch. No one showed up though, so I know how that is. So it does seem, with the 20 seconds left, it's inevitable. It is already forged in time that Bitcoin will engulf bullishly. 10 seconds. 2, 1. It's done. Let it be known that a confirmed bullish engulfing candle has been painted as of now. Yay. Yay. We are gangs, chat. Gangs. Now, the follow-through price action is what we want.
Bruh.
Okay, Asia, it's your turn. Take the torch. From the west, 10,450, 10,468 seems like an area of resistance. It does seem very likely that we would hit that before pulling back if we did. All right, that's it. Been live now for 1 hour and 40 seconds. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub, man. Thank you. Like spike, sub spike, not for me, but for Bitcoin, man. And VeChain, of course.
VeChain doing things.
Oh, Clever, I'm in the chat. Let's go.
Is that a joint?
Dude, Paul, let's go.
Hype in the chat!
Let's head on over to VeChain to see it do things. My God, someone alarm or alert Vet Moonboy. What's happening to the logistic blockchain technology? Vet, formerly known as Ben. I was talking about the Fed doing this or that. It's too far gone now. I need it fresh on my mind. I don't know. I'll just review it and try to write it down for next stream or something. It's no big deal, dude. So again, you know, it's pumping, but it just started, right? It's not really yet going anywhere. It's not like it's pumping to the highest highs ever, man. Not yet. Bitcoin Cash already up 1.77% on the day. What was it? Okay, never mind. Yeah. I wasn't even updating. So everything's starting off in the green. All right. There it is, the VeChain signal, right? The V in the air. Link is mooning. Let's go, Link. I mean, yeah, it's over $4, right? $4.04 right now. Very, very good. That's a psychological resistance. Awesome Spock Talk. All Bitcoin does is pump and dump? Not necessarily. I wouldn't say that at all. No, that's not really what pump and dump is. Pump and dump is an actual thing. You're using the term erroneously. So, okay. You said if the S&P 500 could keep going up, if the Fed keeps... Oh, yes. So it is not... Thank you. So it is now predicted that sometime in June, July, the Fed will cut rates again. Are you kidding me? That is insane. I mean, I get it. But with stocks at all-time highs, there's now like a probability later this year there will be another rate cut. So that could keep things going a little bit longer. All right, Bitcoin flirting with that 10,300. Really been struggling. Do it, probes, man. Keep him out of jail just to trigger the drink troll. Oh wow, it's 415 on Coinbase. Interesting. Well, you know, whatever. That's it was a good one. It had its own respective setup, certainly. Moving indeed. Approaching the high to low of the structure, the 1414 for extension, $4.11, and after that is the 1618, the gold mean ratio at $4.47. Overbought, of course, but absolutely no buyer exhaustion. Just keeping on going. So beautiful. You know, once you broke that area intraday, you just started pumping. You know, really now where we are, I mean, I don't think there's anything. Maybe there's something looking left. I don't really think there is. No, I mean, not on this chart anyway. Okay, remember the high to low from the wick to the low point. Got to be in log though. That's the way we've been looking at it. So we're at a confluence area. So this is definitely where it could reverse, right? Because you have from the high to low, the 1272, and then from this high to this low, you have the 886, a deep retrace, the Mariana Trench deep retrace, man. So not going to be easy to break that. It's always possible. It's crypto, man. If Bitcoin just keeps pumping, market participants want to just keep pumping the crap out of these coins and make them pull, you know, the crypto characteristic of just insanity. By all means, at least you know we got targets way up here too. If it really wants to go, man, those are major targets. That means you'd have to break the 886, 100%. You broke 476. You do have 533 of a 1618, the minor one, but above like that is the 1272 at $6.64. My God, everyone had a chance. There was so much opportunity. There was so much time, and not just this one, but many others. Dude, really. Okay, so Bitcoin had just climbed back over 10,300. Excuse me. Looking at this linear, pretty nice little channel, whatever you want to call it. In log scale, it kind of looks like a wedge. It's kind of the way Larley's looking at it. That's cool. Oh my God, he's gonna get triggered, man. Link at all-time highs on Binance. Yeah, there's just not that much data on it, right? So you can see that. Oh my God, what was it? Link 1800. What was the meme guy who came in like last year and was like, Link's going to, I don't know, 180 or 500. I can't remember what the price was for that guy. He was a meme. He became a meme and then he disappeared. This is certainly real life, man. We're looking at Asia awake or waking up right now. It's now their market. Torch has been handed off. So it would be kind of surprising to see Asia not do anything with this clear rejection engulfing candle, where one bearish engulfing candle happened and you never closed below. You back tested. You literally back tested historical support. It was almost like this pseudo break, hook, and go that Bitcoin has just gotten the past 3 days. So now it's time to follow through and moon. At least hit 10,450 or so. But I'm thinking, you know, if that breaks 11,000, which is the 618 from the June 26 high, a 61.8% retrace from that high to December of 2019 lows, which is, in fact, what? Sorry. Which, in fact, is the second target of this huge textbook. Volkowski would be so proud. Falling wedge pattern. First target. Second target. You gotta scroll down a little bit, but you know, man, this chart, here it is. All right, Bitcoin was at $8,826 at that point. This was January 15th, 2020. Bitcoin has reached a measured move of the pattern posted 1.520, which was the inverse head and shoulders, which was that bottom, that higher low trade. Larger pattern falling wedge targets 10,150. We hit that a couple days ago. And now we're on our way maybe to 11,000, which is the 618. Strong weekly oscillators indicate reaching these levels is possible, but it will take time. You can't tell me from January 15th to February 11th, time has not gone by. Okay, man?
Bruh.
Third target's 12,293, buddy. 12,293. The 786, which is coincidentally confluent with an overhead resistance. It's a little bit lower. I would say probably 11,977 because that's where traders settled up versus the wick. All right. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Well, looks like I'm never getting a Tesla truck then, man. Well, there are other alternatives out there. Electric vehicles. Thoughts about the upcoming halving? I mean, it's going to be more difficult to mine Bitcoin. It's already very difficult. It's going to get even harder. And if you're asking me like what I think is going to happen, I don't know. But I'll tell you, historically, what Bitcoin has done is had a very nice run up leading up to the halving. And then it normally has like pretty steep corrections that don't last long. They're just scare dumps, like really violent drops to the downside that probably shake out so many market participants before it has a resounding bounce and goes again. And from there, it goes parabola and goes to all-time highs. That's the history of the previous two halvings we've had. And I have no idea if that's going to happen on this one, but my God, if it wouldn't be divine. Sorry, texting. 15-minute candles. Oh my God. What's up, Luke King? Luke Kang. Thanks, man. Dude, it was just too obvious, you know. I'd like to take credit for it, but it was just like all I'm doing is just reading a chart and looking at significant time scales, dude. I'm just telling you, it was great. Bitcoin 10,321 on the new day, and nearing its highest high of the day. Now by whatever, it hasn't moved much, but very good. And it's really cool to see a just momentously sized bullish continuation pattern play out. First target, second target, 11K, let's go. Leonard, well, if I was going to get a Cybertruck, the Emperor Drink Troll said he'd never tip me again. So that's out of the question completely. No Cybertruck. But I texted him and told him I'm going to get the new BMW that has a nuclear reactor in it. Technology from Area 51. Bob Lazar leaked it. So pretty excited. Wow, thanks for the over 1,000 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, uptime 1 hour 13 minutes. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub, but don't do it for me. Do it for Bitcoin. Do it for the equities market that hit all-time highs today. Those are the real MVPs. Oh, I don't really have much of a thought on the usage of Neo. It just, to me, is just a random asset that we can trade if the conditions are right. The macro is good. All right. So real quick, we'll get back to Bitcoin. I mean, we are at, I'll just go to the other chart. Excuse me. Hard to see on this one. It's there, but Tesla troll.
Tesla troll tip $25. I'm protecting you from wasting your money, I promise. You will thank me someday. Check out the link I sent you via text.
All right. Well, we'll just do this. We'll do the G for that. Tesla troll. What's up, dude? Hey, man. Nah, it's cool. Look, dude. It's probably not good for me anyway, where I live. Come on, dude. Like, really, infrastructure for that? They're around, I guess, but you know, at every one of them where I live, there's normally someone and you know, a hipster out there with sideburns. Oh yeah, Katie's coming to me as soon as I get an Audi e-tron. Is that a thing? Oh yeah, this is the shorting headquarters, right? So what am I looking at here? It's like the blanket. Okay. Who is Elon Musk? News: 122 Tesla sudden unintended acceleration events reported to the NHTSA. Monkeyest. That was last month though, right? Oh, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. consumer complaints filed. Wow. Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna go. Eventually gonna get a lawyer that's gonna create a wonderful class action lawsuit, right? I mean, isn't that how it goes? You just get a bunch of people who are all victims of the Tesla misgivings on the road and eventually just mount a huge case. I mean, yeah, I think that's somehow how things could go. No expert by any means, but Tesla Troll, I know you're liking the other asset that we like, right? That's doing things. I don't think I even set up another alert on it since it pumped, but it's actually down a little bit right now.
Just joined Patreon. Way overdue after 2 years. All y'all should. Targets for RVN?
Oh, we looked at that earlier. Thank you, Porchview, for joining Patreon. What? Did you just join it? Without Jesus Chimes? Dude, what the heck? Oh, was that you? Possibly, Paul? Thank you, Porchview man. Okay, Raven. Yes, sir. Okay, I have it up already. Here are your targets on Raven, dude. First target, 5 cents. Second target, 5.8 cents. Beautiful. I mean, this is textbook. This is as good as it gets. It doesn't get any better than this, really. A bullish cipher. I mean, it does, because the best are when they don't they sit in this value area for like a quarter, like 3 months. Those are the ones that I guess aren't, you want them to hit, and then a couple weeks go by and then it runs. Not this crap. Too long. Blah. So it hits the entry, fell a little bit below it, and then showed divergence and breaking the upside. And you've got some resistance, certainly right above you. Peak here, a couple peaks. 3.77 cents is mega resistance.
Tesla Troll tip $25. Yes, you should probably just buy more of 18 instead, and then you can afford a Rolls Phantom.
A Rolls Phantom, really? What is a Rolls? I mean, I'm sure it's a fancy car, right? Let's take a gander. All right, Bitcoin 10,335 at its highest point of the day, the new day, only been around for 19 plus minutes. Sweet mother of God, do you have one of these? Yeah, I think these are like pretty much just for looks outside your mansion, right? That's where you'd find these cars. Jeez, dude, I don't even want to know what that costs. Thank you, Tesla Troll, for the 50 on today. And the recommendation of a pretty cool looking car, but probably far out of my price range. Yeah, Rolls-Royce, is owned by BMW. Rolls-Royce is BMW's like luxury brand, for sure. Okay, you got the targets, 5 cents and 5.8 cents. The 50%, 618. Third target would be 6.85 cents. Okay, if you need one. Boom, boom, boom. The 3 targets for this pattern. It would take time, though. It's not going to happen overnight. It really won't. The daily time scale, very significant pattern. Took you a year. Let's just do it like this. 786. For it to really start taking off. From February, whatever. February 2019 to January 2021. 1 year large pattern, dude. So, took a year to develop. Might take more than a few weeks to get to profit-taking levels. That's it. Position trade, probably. Mother of God. Thank you again, Porsche, for joining the Patreon, the team, and I commend you, and thank you. Raven Connect. Send to Raven. Still looking at Bitcoin, This looks like you're channel bound in an uptrend, of course. You've broken and you've back tested historical support resistance area, and you're well above it now. historically, besides the manufactured resistance at 10,450, besides that, there's nothing. Dude, historically, before all that manufactured resistance, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Once you breach 99, 50, 10,000, historically, you normally go straight up to the next resistance at 11,250. So I know though, yeah, again, manufactured resistance here, 10.5, 10.6. Okay, they're the mini peaks, but they're not the major ones. They're there though. But we'll see, man. I mean, again, I've been live 1 hour, 21 minutes. Earlier today's 3 hour, 30 minute stream. So kind of gassed. So that's like almost 5 hours of stream time, uptime now on the day. Which of course, oh, it's so easy, but you know, it's not easy to, you know, stay focused for so long. You know. Get a Prius? No thanks, dude. You got your first BMW past summer. Handles like none other. Also the toys, love it. Yeah, man, I do also. I have a BMW. Love it, man.
Bruh.
Tesla troll tip $25. Tesla will be a $10 stock before BTC goes back under 10K. Book it.
Dang. Chat, someone clip this. Somebody screenshot that. So one day, just maybe one day, we can bring it back up again if it ever happens. But dang, that's bold. So the Tesla troll is saying Bitcoin won't see under 10K for a long, long time. A very long time. Because who knows how long it would take, even if Tesla crashed, to ever get down to $10, man. Hey, I hope so, dude. I really freaking hope that's real. Because we know it would be moon time for Bitcoin, for sure. Man, I wonder what will you even do at that point, dude? It'll be over. It'll be like, oh, you kind of own half the world now. Gains, right? If that does happen. So, yeah, you could just, you know, you could get a layer, shave your head and be like Dr. Evil or something, man. You could do all kinds of things at that point with those gains, dude. Look, you could invite us out to your lair and we could get sharks with freaking laser beams on them. You name it, man. Be fun. No, if that happens, we truly do have to create like a crypto house in like Vegas or Austin or, I mean, I guess Cali. If you're that deep in the green, it would just be in Cali and Los Angeles. Yeah, Ethereum's up $241. Well, we know where it's going, right? You break 235, you're going up 265 probably, or 250. Yeah, dude, that one's, I mean, it broke resistance and even back tested it, and then it engulfed yesterday. So it could see higher prices, and barring acts of God or barring acts of Bitcoin selling off. That's it, dude.
Tesla troll tip $25. Dr. Evil Air and laser charts is certainly the first thing I will do with my riches.
Dude, I can't wait. Then we can truly, we can truly create the Bogdanov Foundation. We could do so many things, man. God, that'd be wonderful. And I could stream from it'd be a private island, a crypto island or something, and, or a TA island. And we could, get engineers to develop houses that look like harmonics from bird's eye view. So when people fly in or whatever, dude, look at that, man. It's a bullish Gartley, dude. Oh no, dude, look, there's a bullish cipher. And each building or facility would be different type of leisure. Dude, unlimited ideas here. Sam Lambro Polis. Umbrapolis, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. So Nefarious.
It is so hard streaming 5 and 9 hours days every day, only hearing yourself until the Thursday and Friday night shows. Crazy times ahead, my man. Keep up the great work and thank you for your effort intensity. And the chain doing things.
What's the last part? Something chain doing, probably V-Chain. Was it V-Chain? Oh yes, of course.
V-Chain doing things.
Thank you, Nefarious, man, for the Neo in the jar. Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, yeah, I think if the trend stays true, yeah, it will be like last summer where, dude, I was streaming like on average, I don't know, 8-10 hours a day. And there were just some days where it was more, leaving the stream on. I remember like during the summer of last year when I went out to go get food to come back. And that whole time I held a concurrent viewership of over 1,000 people just while I was AFK. And the chart was up. I mean, those times, it will be interesting to see if those times come back. It would require higher prices on Bitcoin. This is just, there's not near enough euphoria. So it's like, you know how it is, right? When did it all end last year? On the bull cycle, the bull run. Dude, there was so much euphoria going on. I'm telling you, man, it was insane. Chat, you couldn't even read chat. It was going so fast. That's the type of stuff you should be looking out for. When there's too much hype in the chat, when Bitcoin's running straight up, not methodically like this, that's when the top could be near. But the way it's going now, it doesn't really seem at all like it's done. And the weekly, monthly are implying it's not done by a long shot. Right, the most significant time scales. It's pretty good. Yeah, man, it was. Dream Troll members this summer, dude. Freaking epic. And then the bungalow. Sweet. That was something else, dude. What's going on? So we're back down to 10,300 and we just fell below 10.3. Again, man. Now, you know, you could sell off and then in a few hours come back up and then pump again, dude. It doesn't matter. If you just go sideways, it's still the bulls have the ball. They were the ones that created the bullish impulse and they're the ones in control. Hence the lack of selling pressure after the impulse, right? We've had 8 going on 9 hours after that huge green candle on decent volume. Definite notable volume. 9 hours of indecision. It's showing up, dude. Yeah, it was epic, King Logan, man. Oh my god, dude. There was nothing like it. Being out in the hot desert sun with the best boots and toes music, club music pumping with just multiple hundreds of people at the pool just dancing. Dude, it was like the perfect culmination of a bull season, a bull trend. But after that, what happened? Well, we were already in the process of it, but it was 7 months of consolidation and correction until we retraced 65% of the way. Now, if you look at it in log scale, Bitcoin retraced exactly 50% of the way before reversing to the upside, and here we are. 40 to 50% more value or appreciation in value in 7 weeks. Yeah, virtual coiners, it was nuts, dude. TA shows in Vegas, I highly doubt it. Bill Johnson, no, there's just not enough people that give a crap, man. You have to search for me to find me, right? No one out there is like just randomly walking around. Oh man, I kind of like that. I want to do this. No one's doing that, dude. People are specifically searching for Bitcoin live trading or technical analysis or crypto, right? They're not just random Joe Schmoes out there walking around aimlessly. Everyone here, for the most part, you know, kind of focused to search to maybe find me. What's up, Craig? Doing well. Just tired, man. Real tired. It's been a long, long day. Really, really, really good day. Oh my God. I mean, Bitcoin was such icing. Talking about I had this huge cake already baked. It was in the oven, and I was like, I could just leave it in a little bit more, man. But I pulled it out towards the end of the day to confirm the profit. And while that cake was baking and it was done already, it was just increasing in value. This right here, dude, pumped at the same time. At one point, when Amazon hit all-time highs, Bitcoin was hitting its highest high of that engulfing candle that was 10,300 plus. And that's why I thought it was institutions, right? Since it was all happening, the market was pumping, the stock market, equities market, and Bitcoin at the same time. I'm talking like alerts were going off on both of them, successively, or whatever it is, consecutive. Searching, do I buy Bitcoin now? Oh, and yeah, last week I already told Tesla Troll about it, but the most searched term on Google of all, by far was should I buy Tesla, or is Tesla a good buy? Should I buy Tesla stock? I think was exactly the way it was quoted, which is nuts, right? And it's like, that's FOMO, that's euphoric, that's craziness. When Bitcoin starts doing that, that's when we can worry, and that's when we know chat's going to be going insane. When your mailman starts talking about Bitcoin, when your peers start asking questions about it frequently, when your ex-girlfriend starts texting you again, oh yeah, that's when you know, dude. Got the tip of the trolls.
Tesla troll tip $25. We came for the TA but stayed for the trolls.
Bruh.
Dude, we got the best trolls. We, there's the dark side and the light side to trolling. And we love trolling. As long as it's like, it's not like bad. Like real bad trolling. It's just fun. But, yeah, dude. I agree. TA was here. But there's the beats, too. Some people come for the music only. They don't even watch for the TA. Thank you, Tesla Troll, for the 125 on the day. Oh my god. And the attempts on my life, because he's 25. 6% chance of a chug or a shot. I think I still have that one beer. But, yeah, whatever, dude. I don't expect you to hit it anyway. It's okay. I mean, I don't expect the variation to go off. And it's okay, dude. Is now a good time to buy Bitcoin? What's up, Frankie? Yeah, when your dog shows up in a Lambo sporting a Bitcoin collar, that's when you know, dude. So not much action on the new day, right? No movement, and you could easily see a little dip intraday, back and forth, up and down, or later this evening it pumps, or in the morning. Who knows, man? We're not in the business of timing a market at all. What is it? Should I buy Bitcoin is number 4 on should I buy? Uh-oh. Moving on up. We could be kings, man. So let me look at Dash. Yeah, we're gonna look at it real quick. We're looking at this log scale. Yep, it's about ready to pop to the upside. Bullish consolidation, it seems like. Right, this one's nuts. We looked in the day stream, Marcus. So huge correction, downtrend. This was all-time highs. This was $1,600. Imagine buying Dash at that price. So anyway, like just one straight line up. You're not in a bull trend yet. You understand that, right? You are not in a true bull trend until you break above $200, $211, close above it, hold above it, run again. That's when you can say you're in an uptrend. Not until then, because that is your previous most discernible swing high. You have to break that. Until then, still in a bear trend, and it could fail at any time. It can make a lower high and dump once more. But the good news is you have, in fact, broken geometrically out, and you've even back tested a couple times. And now that bullish consolidation, it looks like, and where you could break out. Let's say you break 134. Looks like 175 would be the next target for real. I mean, not much resistance above that. So 134, 175, 211. 211's it, man. You break that, could go on another momentous run. All depends on the macro, though, right? As Not much to do with Dash. Has everything to do with Bitcoin and the meta. What's up, B? Nothing isn't updating. Come on. What the heck? Yeah, thanks for the nearly 1,000 people still here. And thanks so much for the 420.
Is that a joint?
9 likes. Thank y'all. You know, we could double that, the likeage, if we tried. We have the technology, but do we have the willpower?
Tesla Trolls tipped $25. Have you checked out LSK lately? What the hell happened there? I didn't catch any fundamental news.
LSK? Are you talking about Lisk or something? Oh, what happened there? Nothing. It's like Icon. It's just like every other S coin that was trash. All right. I mean, just like the rest, dude. This is almost identical to ICX and IOTA, where you had broken an ice line. Clearly, you fell to lower lows, maybe a 1272. See, IOTA was close; it didn't quite make it. This one made it, right? This one got to the 1272 fib extension, and at that point, it doesn't look like on the daily you had much of anything. Yeah, there was no. See, there were no signals here on this one. Where on others there certainly were signals, but if that's the case, that just means rising tide lifts all ships, including the scrubby Lisk ship. And you weren't here, I don't think, yesterday, but I'll show you exactly what these ships look like that are being risen to the top, okay? Give me a sec. Don't do it, get figured out.
Feels good, man.
Is that a joint?
Sure does, AM. Thanks so much, man, for the is that a joint contribution? The Elon of the jar. Uh-oh. Tesla Trolls triggered. So this is what I'm saying. All a rising tide lifts all ships. This is the Lisk ship. Yeah, it somehow made it, dude. Somehow made it. These are the 6 market participants in Lisk. Congratulations.
Bruh.
So that's it, dude. It ran up to the 100% retrace. And that's it. Look, we could Fibonacci for it. I know it didn't hit a 1272 based on looking at it from this high to low. Just run at the 100%. It's like pumpy dumpy stuff. Straight up, man, though. Just money just flooding back into the crypto sphere. All S coins, eventual targets if it ever sustained and ran again. 329, 360, 406. After that, we'll have another discussion. Mother of God. That's it, dude. You'd probably plot it like this too. Just 1 and 2 on the bottom. And then 3 on the top. Do it like that. What happened, man? Did you break out? Certainly not. Though you did false breakout. Look where you closed.
Bruh.
Tesla Troll tipped $25. The only redeemable thing about Elon is that he smokes weed.
Oh yeah? Well, so y'all might have something in common maybe. What if I could arrange with Elon's PR person for you and him to get together, have a friend date, and maybe put all the animosity, lay down the weapons, and become friends over
Is that a joint?
Over a joint, man. Would you accept? We could do the legwork, get Bradford right on it, man. Just let me know. Thanks, Tesla Troll. For 25, man. Good God. Bro, anything up right now? Zcash up a little bit. Everything's up, between 0.5% and 1 cent Oh, I'm sorry, 1%. 0.5% and 1% today. That's it. Ethereum seems like one of the leaders of the day. I wish we can take a gander real quick. And here it is, right? It broke, it back tested, and then engulfed off of the previous overhead resistance. And at the same time with that mega engulfing candle, that engulfing candle closed above the next overhead resistance. And now we're running towards 250, which is the next one. 250. You'll probably see it. Barring acts of Bitcoin doing something irrational, insane that would make this thing dump. Okay, yeah, you're very overbought, but assets remain overbought. Thing you worry about is exhaustion. There's not much, it doesn't look like there's much buyer exhaustion. You just got to worry about Bitcoin, what it's going to do to this. All right. We'll see. I mean, at some point, something's got to give, man. You're paying anyone buying Ethereum right now is high premium. High premium. Look at the run. You know, the last real major discernible swing low we had was the lowest low of the correction. We haven't had one major pullback consolidation period. And we will. And when it does happen, you'll be looking for a bullish trade setup, a falling wedge, a flag, something, so we can reaccumulate as traders and help push this price even higher, man. But we can't take any action based off the impulse, the wave that's still going on, and it started in December 18th, 2019, man. It's nuts. Chad, I'm tired. Real tired, man. So what is it? So I'm 4 hours and I don't even know. Close to 5 hours of stream uptime today. So almost even 2 hours on this stream alone. So all I might do is just get out of here. I wouldn't even say early. Come on, dude. Oh God, this guy's only been live for an hour and 45 minutes. Screw him. I know, dude. Be gentle. Yeah, join the Discord. You want to learn more about trading and you want to be in a community of like-minded individuals that can help you get on the right path. Money boy, join the Discord. Someone post the Discord link now. Thanks. All right. Let's go to Bitcoin. 100 on that. So still inside this somewhat of a channel, you know, just uptrend, nearing the top of it, kind of some overhead, a little bit of resistance looking left at 10,450. You break that, good chance you'll see 10,900, maybe even 11K. So I'll be back. I mean, probably not tonight. I mean, the Bitcoin pumps, dude, like for real, you know, I'll probably be back. You know, I can't help that. But if not, you know, I'm going to try to like recharge my batteries, get some food. You know, we've been at this all day, all morning, afternoon, and now it's the nighttime. So I'll be back. Thank you so much for the 1,000 people still around. Please understand, I'm not ditching y'all. I just, you know, I got to get out of here so I can come back again, right? For all of you. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything. Y'all amazing. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.
Got twisted string inside the wall for a while.
Just felt like streaming.
know the way.
I like it here very much. I would like to say
42 saturation degrees and 96 volume. Intermediate fluctuation in Markov content.
it would likely mark the beginning of a revolution. I've just arrived. I like it here very much. I would like to say
42 saturation degrees and 96 volume. Intermediate fluctuation in Markov content.
I've just arrived. There was happiness. There was love. I've just arrived. I like it here.
Intermediate fluctuation in Markov content.
It would likely spark the beginning of a revolution. There was happiness. There was love.
42 saturation degrees and 96 volume. Intermediate fluctuation in Markov content.
I've just arrived. It would likely spark the beginning of a revolution. I like it here very much. I would like to say
42 saturation degrees and 96 volume. Intermediate fluctuation in Markov content.
it would likely spark the beginning of a revolution. I've just arrived. I like it here very much. I would like to say
42 saturation degrees and 96 volume. Intermediate fluctuation in Markov content.
I've just arrived. There was happiness. There was love. I like it here very much. I would like to say
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
That boy is good.